Hey you guys! Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, we are doing a monthly favorites. This is the January favorites and unfavorites. It is January the 27th? 27th. I think it's the 27th. Let's check the Fitbit and see what it says. I have no idea. It doesn't tell me. Fail. It says it's not Monday. Oh my god, it's Friday. It's Friday. Let me check. Yes, it is January 27th, so welcome back. I hope you guys are having a good January. I wanted to quickly run in here and tell you guys what I've been loving this month and what I haven't been loving. Believe it or not, there is a rant at the end of this video, so stay tuned. But first up, we're going to do things a little backwards. I want to say I'm loving my planner. I just sat down last night and wrote out, or was it Wednesday night? I sat down one night this week and I wrote out everything for February that I need to get done, and I'm so excited that I'm getting things done. And Lola's in the bed making noise. It is like 6:50 in the morning and she's just not having this. Anyway, so I've been loving my planner. This is by Bando. I got it at Chapters/Indigo. It was $20 there before Christmas, so I can only imagine that it's on sale even more now. And yeah, it's great. I love planning out every aspect of my life, my YouTube life, my vlog channel life, my main channel life, my blogging life. The only thing that doesn't go in here is my work schedule, other than the standard I work 9 to 5, but like all my nail appointments, my medical appointments, everything goes in here. Lola's life goes in here, and I just keep everything organized and concise. Everyone asks me all the time, how do you live alone and manage everything in your life? This, my friends, is how. And I also collate this with my online calendar, which is shared on all of my Apple devices, so I can access my calendars from anywhere at any time, and I usually don't forget anything, and if I do, it is my fault because I didn't write it down. I also just like having a written down planner because it just helps me visualize things. This is how I survived Vlogmas. Writing down everything a month in advance and planning it. The second thing I've been loving this month is my PYT hairdryer. Believe it or not, I'm not a big hairdryer user, but it's been so cold and I've been so busy this month. It's been crazy. I'm finding it much easier to blow dry my hair and then skip straightening it, and I keep it in a braid for the first day and then I just kind of let it go wavy or do whatever to it. I haven't really heat styled my hair a lot this month. There's another reason for that, and I'll tell you about it in the unfavorite section of this video. But blow drying just became the thing I did without doing any other heat styling or very little heat styling. And this morning I curled it because I haven't washed it in 3 days and I just wasn't in the mood. Now, on to the beauty favorites. I've been adoring the Too Faced Original Chocolate Bar Palette. I've hit some serious pan on this bad boy. I'm not going to stay here for long because I talk about it all the time. I did a couple of tutorials with this month, and I love it. I love it a lot. It's super pigmented, really wearable, and it's great when you're in a pinch and you just need 1 or 2 shadows to pull yourself together, but you don't want to do a full makeup look. Next is the skincare favorite. This is something I've been really enjoying. This is the Formula 10.0.6 Deep Down Detox Ultra Cleansing Mud Mask. If you live in Newfoundland, you will know we've had a series of unfortunate weather events, haha, pun intended, and my skin's been really dry. It's been acne prone. It's been oily. I had a really bad hormonal period. I had hormonal breakouts. This and a couple of other masks have been lifesavers. I've been doing a lot more masking than I care to admit this month, and it has really helped because this morning, when I finally finished my period yesterday, and when I put my makeup on this morning, after I did a de-stress mask last night, but that's a new product I'm testing out and I will fill you in on it as we go. But my skin feels a lot smoother and my pores feel a little less clogged, even though I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup. I have been obsessing. Y'all know this is my all-time favorite foundation. This is the Este Launder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I don't use it too much. How did I get a pump, you may ask? I had a friend bring it home from the mainland. It is from MAC and it fits the double wear. Everyone's been talking about it for a while, but she bought it for me for Christmas. She's such a good friend. Her name's Mary. So thanks, Mary. Yeah, and I've been loving this. I'm in the shade Coolbone, which for a while was impossible to get here, but I managed to get it during the Friends and Family sales event with Sephora. And then to set my face, I have been obsessing. This is the MAC Studio Fix Pressed Powder. I'm in the shade NC15 and I can't open it. Hashtag winning, Amanda. This is the powder I've been using to set my face. I switched between this and the Rimmel Stay Matte, but this is the one I've been using as of late. And this is the one I've been using if I just want to put concealer on my face, and just put this over the concealer if I'm having a really pimply day, but I don't really want to put on a lot of makeup. And then the final makeup product I've been loving this month is by ColourPop Cosmetics. This is their bronzer in the shade Paradise Cove, and I really enjoy it. I do put a powder over it to set it, but I'm hitting some pan there in the center. It's a really nice brown, and it's not too like orangey for me, and it's not matte. There is a little bit of a like gold fleck in it, but I do put a matte powder over it, and I find it really chisels out my cheekbones, and it's great for contouring, and I do really enjoy it. I do apply it with my finger, but then I buff it in with the buffing brush by e.l.f. just because I like to give it a nice smooth finish. This is the Christingle body conditioner from LUSH Cosmetics, and I love this stuff. It's really, really nice. I use it after I shave my legs, and it definitely prolongs my shave. I like the smell of the Rose Argan body conditioner just a smidge more, but this is not terrible, and it's bright blue. This says body conditioner, invigorating peppermint and menthol crystals, energize skin for tingly holiday excitement. I obviously have been using it post-holiday and loving it. And this month as well, I've been obsessing over my nails, so I wanted to share 3 different nail polishes with y'all. These are the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear. They're $2.12 at Walmart, and sometimes they're on rollback for $1.96. So the first shade that I've been loving is called Breezy Blue. Then I've been loving Tickled Pink. And then the one I have on my nails right now is called White On. I have like 6 or 7 white nail polishes. I go through them a lot. I really like them. I think they make my fingers look a lot more elongated, and it just makes my hands look more flattering. So I've been loving these. The formula's not bad. I get about a week and a half out of these. In unfavorite this month, I don't know if you follow the vlogs, I think it was the first weekend, not the New Year's weekend, but the following weekend, I slipped on black ice when I was out with William, and I hit my elbow off the ground, my left elbow. And I thought, okay, it's not a big deal. Like, you know when you initially impact on something, it hurts, it's tingly, and you get up and you keep going? Well, that's exactly what happened to me. I got in the car, I went to my next function, it was fine, I was complaining it was a little sore. When I got there, I asked for ice because I just felt like it was one of those things that was going to bruise badly, and I just wanted to prevent it. So I was just putting ice on it, being proactive. I took a couple of ibuprofen. I picked up Lady because she was spending the weekend with me and Lola because my parents were gone away. And we all came home. It hurt a little. I just assumed it was because I had hit the ground. It was my elbow or my skull that was about to get smashed in, so naturally I picked my elbow. And I survived the night. It was uncomfortable, but I survived it. I got up the next morning, I showered, I filmed a video, I did my normal Sunday morning routine, I edited the vlog. And then when Dad came over to pick up Lady, I asked him, I was in so much pain, I asked him to take me to emergency. Now, if y'all know me, going to hospitals is a waste of time, unless I'm losing a limb. I am my father's daughter. Like, Dad almost chopped his finger off once, and he just put duct tape and a towel on it and kept going until finally Mom got really mad and took him to emergency. And my father's. I am the same way. And so it took a while, but once Dad helped me get ready, he drove me and he took my mom as well over to emergency, and he took the dogs home, and we died in the hospital for a few hours. So I will insert that weekend vlog. I think it was the weekend, or it may have been the weekly, because I think I may have stopped filming so I could get it edited pre going to the hospital. But I'll insert that link to my vlog channel here, so y'all can go check that out. I get to the hospital, wait for what feels like an eternity, but it wasn't that long. It was just long enough to make me angry. And then they did some x-rays, and then we waited around. I died of boredom. I FaceTimed with Brick because there was nothing else to do. Died for a cup of real coffee on a early Sunday afternoon. They took a ton of x-rays. The emergency doctor came back in and goes, "You're internally bleeding in your elbow, and it's not clotting, and you have what appears to be a fracture, like a proper fracture." So I was like, for the love of, I've never broken a bone, it's all good. They cast me for a couple of days. I go about my life as per usual, but because I was bleeding, I couldn't take any pain meds. So that was fine. Go to see the surgeon 2 days later. He takes off my cast. He says it's a microfracture. They're the hardest to treat. They're the worst. They're the most painful, and they can't cast it because the heavy cast could do more damage. So I'm living with it. I can bend my arm a little bit now, and the pain was so bad there last week. I went to my family doctor because I was like all sorts of different colors on my arm. He was like, your blood is definitely clotting, so you're not internally bleeding anymore. So he gave me some Adazol 30s. So I've been popping those like nobody else's business. And I went to see the surgeon this past week on Wednesday, and they took more x-rays, and apparently the fracture is gluing itself back together, so I'm allowed to do pretty much everything except shovel and lift heavy things. Now, not being able to shovel in Newfoundland in January is bad because we had a storm last weekend. William spent the entire weekend here to help me. The snow was that bad. So check out that vlog as well, and you can see what I'm talking about. But it was basically 30 centimeters of snow, and William moved in for 3 days. So it's been tough. So that's my unfavorite of this month. I'm going to do a full life story update in probably next week's video about everything that's happened in the month of January leading into the first week of February, just to give you guys an update. I did it last year when Cuddles died, so I'm going to do it again. I feel like February is the time for life updates, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Expand that description box down below because there's an Indigenous discount code in there. The link to my vlog channel is there. The link to Brit's channel is there. And fun story, another favorite moment that happened this month was William starting his own YouTube channel. So that is called Will You Smile Canada. And I will link that down below, so make sure you give that a big subscribe as well. And turn on your notifications bells for my videos if you're interested, because YouTube is unsubscribing people. My subscriber count right after Christmas kept creeping up and creeping up and creeping up, and now it's dormant again. It's stuck on the same number for a while, so I think it's a YouTube thing, and it's kind of frustrating. And the same thing with my vlog channel. When I launched it, y'all went crazy for it, and I got like 50 subscribers almost overnight, and then it's stuck on the same number for like 2 weeks. And I'm also having issues with certain things in my vlog channel, and I'm currently dealing with YouTube support for that, so be patient with me. Things are going wrong, but I am surviving, and I will see you guys in my next one. So I love you. Bye!